When the S8 and S8 Plus were released back in April, I didn't get excited for just these phones. I got excited for the Note 8 as well because at the time I knew that if the S8 Plus could be that good, oh man. Just imagine what the next Note will be like, especially after what happened with the Note 7. Fast forward to late August and what do we get? We get a phone that at first just seems like an S8 Plus with a stylus. But after using the Note 8 for a couple weeks, I can tell you that while there is a bit of truth to that, it's not entirely the case. If you take a look back at some of the previous Note and S phone releases, the difference gap between those two phones was fairly substantial. The Note phones would be a lot bigger, they had much larger batteries, sometimes they'd have the newer, faster processors, the latest GPUs, and there'd be times when the phones looked completely different. Besides the screen size, they'd have totally different hardware. Note 3 and S4 for example. The Note had a plastic, stitched leather look, while the S4 had pure glossy plastic. Note 4 and S5, the Note went for a plastic and metal combination, the S5 was all plastic, but it was water resistant. Bottom line, there'd always be something different, something that stood out, something that really separated the Note from the S. Of course, this difference gap started to close with the S6 and the Note 5, same materials, same processor. This was also the year that Samsung decided to release two other S6 variants, one of which being pretty much the same exact size as the Note 5. In the following year, we'd get the S7, S7 Edge, and the Note 7. While the S7 and the Note were quite different, the S7 Edge and the Note continued to shut that difference gap. Now this year, we've got the smallest difference gap ever with the S8, S8 Plus, and the Note 8. And to be honest, this really isn't even a bad thing. It's more of an it is what it is scenario. But this begs the obvious questions, which one is better and which one should I get? So yes, the S8 and the Note 8 are extremely similar both on and off paper. So similar that some will say that the Note isn't even worth a look, especially since the S8 Plus and the Note are roughly the same size. What makes these phones different exactly? Well, the S8 Plus has the bigger battery. Yes, 3500 milliamps to the Note's 3300 milliamps. The Note's screen is a 1/10 of an inch bigger, it's got an extra camera on the back, there are more storage options available, it's running a slightly newer version of Android as of now, there are 2 additional gigabytes of RAM, and of course, the S Pen. In everyday use, this is where the look and feel come into play. The Note is more squared off, making it feel a lot less like a pebble. The screen's edge curve is sharper, they both have glass backs, but of course for me, one's got carbon fiber and the other one has Black Dragon. Both of these skins are from D brand, link in the description. And overall, the Note is different and I do prefer its feel in the hand. In my usage with these two phones, both perform very well. The additional 2 gigabytes of RAM on the Note does appear to help with fluidity and multitasking, but we'll see how everything holds up over time because I'd be lying to you if I said that the S8 Plus has been lag free lately. And a pretty big difference I see in terms of performance is in battery life. With the S8 Plus, I'd consistently get 7 hours of screen on time. With my Note 8, I'd consistently get 5 hours of screen on time, with the occasional stretch to 6 hours. You guys remember when it was the Note that would last forever on a single charge? Yeah, good times. The main cameras are the same, but with the additional telephoto lens on the Note 8, you don't have to resort to digital zoom in some scenarios, but on top of that, it also adds something new to shoot with in live focus mode. This works quite well, and you can get some nice looking shots with this mode. It's very impressive and I love using it, but other than that, you'll be getting roughly the same shots you can get with an S8. Then you've got the S Pen, which of course gives the Note its title. This is one of the couple things that the S8 Plus just doesn't have. While I don't use the S Pen to its full 100% capability, I do enjoy being able to pin a quick note or reminder to the always on display. I like quickly translating words, heck, I even like coloring with this thing. Then there'll be that rare moment where I'll feel like using the S Pen instead of my finger for mere scrolling in everyday tasks. Sure, I can live without it on another phone, but there's just something nice about having it there. Everyone's uses are different, and some may not even care about the S Pen, which leads me to the conclusion of this video. So to answer the questions asked a little earlier, which phone is better? Well, the Note 8 clearly comes out on top, and I think we'd have a problem if the S8 Plus was better. But which one is the better value and which one should you buy? Well, this is where the elephant in the room comes into play, the price. The Note 8 is releasing for upwards of $930, making it the most expensive Note to be released. The S8 Plus, on the other hand, can be found for much less. As of now, if you do some hunting or just go to swappa.com, you'll see new or mint condition unlocked S8 Pluses for less than $650, and sometimes even less than $600. Of course, as time goes on, the Note 8 should drop in price, but with that being said, so should the S8 Plus. I could easily say, save your money, get the S8 Plus and like a PS4 Pro or something, and just end the video right there. With the Note 8, you are paying more, but you're also getting more. It's just up to you whether or not what you're getting is worth it. While the Note 8 is so incredibly similar to the S8 Plus, that doesn't make it the same phone. For me, I'd pick the Note 8 10 out of 10 times, but for others it may be different. And believe me, I'd actually recommend picking up an S8 Plus and saving money, but at the same time I'd also recommend at least giving the Note 8 a shot just to be sure. Both phones are great. They do some things differently, and they do a lot of the same. And while the Note 8 isn't exactly what I'd hoped the Note 8 to be, it's still an excellent phone and I have no issues recommending it to you guys. So what do you guys think of the Note 8 versus the S8 Plus? Which one would you choose? Go ahead and let us know by dropping your thoughts down below in the comment section. As always, we love to hear your feedback. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you haven't already. That does it for me. I'll talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for watching.